Hey guys, and welcome back to Cram Farms. It is a Sunday night. We have been at church all day. Then we had an anniversary party. I just finished milking goats. We just fed the baby calves. My husband is finishing feeding animals, and we made a run to the hardware store too so we could get some doors we're gonna be installing tonight. But I gotta fix dinner because everyone's gonna be unhappy and grumpy, and we're not ordering out and we're not getting fast food. We are going to go through the fridge and see what we can pull together to have a healthy dinner ready in just a few minutes. So first things first, some things that I do is try to keep some staples on hand all the time. One thing I do during the week is I'm constantly pulling meat out of our freezer. So I've got some ground beef, and this is still thawing. This is from one of our cows we processed. Here is some chicken breasts that I had pulled out to thaw. They are thawed now, so it looks like we're gonna be having chicken. I always keep a mix of veggies on hand, so we've got some Brussels sprouts. We've got some carrots. I can use those up. All right, in my pantry, oh yes, I still got some potatoes, so we're gonna have some of those. Maybe some seasonings and stuff. Let's grab, this is probably my most used seasoning basket. It's kind of how I have it. So onion powder, garlic powder, some Italian seasoning. Let's pull this into the kitchen too. And then I have my other seasonings and stuff up here. Salt, pepper, always stay there. Alrighty, so I've got my cutting board, some knives. I'm gonna move some building materials so I can get a pan. Alright, so we're gonna roughly chop up some veggies and put them on a sheet pan and just kind of put oil, salt, pepper, some seasonings on them, and that's gonna be our side dish. So let's start on the Brussels sprouts and the carrots first. Oh, and the potatoes. These on reduced the other day. I'm gonna do about half of this bag, and that way we'll have more for the rest of the week too. Everybody loves these, so they're really great. So I just have up these Brussels sprouts so they cook a little faster. I'll put some oil. I've got avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil, and then we will go with some seasonings, and that'll be good. I'm thinking with the chicken and potatoes, I might do like some Italian seasoning. Tonight we'll have like some Italian chicken and roasted potatoes, and then we have the carrots and Brussels sprouts. And so that will be dinner. I've also got apples in the fridge. I think we've got some mandarin oranges if I wanted to slice or peel some of those for the kids too. But this will be quick. I should have set a timer. I really want to start trying some recipes and time them for you to show you how quick and easy it can be to get dinner on the table if you're short on time. So I hope to be sharing some recipes like that for you all in the next couple of weeks. Do any of you have New Year's resolutions? I don't really do a resolution. I kind of think about like goals for the year and go off of that. And some of my goals for this year or thoughts I've had about this coming year is about progress. Progress just on our homestead, progress and projects. We really need to finish up some projects here around the house, around the homestead in general. I just showed you the doors we just picked up. We have been in our house 2 years now, and we have been focusing a lot on animals and growing our food, and once we moved in, we kind of left the trim work and like interior doors and stuff. We just didn't get them done. Well, this is going to be our year of finishing up like little projects that need to be done. So we put our bedroom door on last night. We are working on a bathroom door and another bedroom door tonight actually. But we've had curtains and like some tension rods hanging up for the past 2 years, but everyone's going to appreciate doors. I'm just finishing up these carrots. to add onto the same pan with my Brussels sprouts. Another thing that helps me to get meals on the table pretty quickly without doing like takeout is keeping our meals pretty simple. I try to think about healthy fat being like my oils or butters, protein, some veggies, fermented food, whether that is like kombucha or sauerkraut or something like that, fermented salsa or fermented ketchup. Try to add that in with meals. But the more simple you keep your meals, the easier it is to get them on the table and not try to run through the drive-thru or reach for the phone to call for takeout or something. It also depends on where you live. Like us, it would take us longer to order food and go get it than it does for me to prep this meal and have it cooking. Plus, while it's cooking, I can get other stuff done here around the house. So I'm throwing the potatoes on the pan, and I'm actually going to cook these potatoes in the exact same pan that I'm going to throw the chicken breast on. I mean, some people call this like a sheet pan meal or dinner or whatever. I don't really have a recipe. It is just going to be food, like whatever you saw, what I could find in the pantry and find in the fridge and throw together without going out. The good thing too is that this was actually all fresh produce, so it's stuff that I had in the fridge. I need to use it up anyway. We don't want it to go bad, but I didn't have to reach for anything that was already canned on the shelf, although that would be really quick if I had, you know, canned carrots already. The other good thing is that when you're canning, you do lose a little bit of that nutritional value just because of the temperature that you are preserving canned items at. So when they're fresh or frozen, you are catching them right at peak ripeness. So you're still capturing that nutrition value and not really killing it by freezing it. But I prefer to feed us fresh when I can. But we do keep a lot of canned and frozen veggies as well. So potatoes are chopped. They're going on this pan. Alright, so far I have a sheet pan of potatoes and a sheet pan of Brussels sprouts and carrots, and we're going to work on this chicken. And I'm just going to preheat the oven to 350. So these were chicken breasts that I had gotten on sale, organic chicken breasts that I had gotten on Manager Special one week. And chicken breasts are usually pretty thick. So what I try to do is slice them down. It helps them to cook up a little faster. So since all these veggies are chopped up and they will cook pretty quickly in the oven, by slicing up the chicken breast thinner like this to make it more thin, these will cook up a little faster as well. I also find that if I can cook chicken breast at a shorter period of time, the chicken breasts don't get tough. You know how sometimes you cook a chicken breast and I feel like it just, I guess it more easily dries out. It better, more so than like dark meat. I really like boneless thighs. They don't seem to dry out as quickly when cooking. But this is what I found on sale. So I'm really just cubing this chicken up after I took the chicken breast. And so this was a chicken breast. I just cut it down the middle to make it thin. And then I kind of just cut it in strips. And then take the strips and just cut them into cubes. That way, especially like with kids and stuff, their meat's pretty much almost cut up for them when it comes out the oven. It makes it cook a little bit faster, and I just think it's easier. It also, to me, makes the meat stretch a little bit further. So if you look, this is only a package of 2 chicken breasts, and 4 of us are going to be eating this tonight. So it'll still be plenty for us with all the veggies and the meat, and it will be plenty. But I think it helps your chicken breast to stretch a little further by doing it this way. So I'm seasoning these pans a little bit differently. So I'm going to put some chicken on this one with the potatoes, where I'm going to do Italian seasoning. And then over here, where I'm going to do just the carrots and the Brussels sprouts, I'm gonna get some more of the chicken. So we'll kind of have two differently seasoned chickens to go with our veggies. All right, so we're gonna start. This is the sheet pan that has the Brussels sprouts, the carrots, and the chicken on it. I am going to give it a nice coating of olive oil first. And then on this pan, I'm really just gonna do this one kind of basic. Some salt. This is our Redmond real salt. We use it for everything, even our animals. Salt. And a little bit of pepper. You'll get enough sweetness from the carrots and all that. You will find that you don't need much on roasted veggies. So, salt, pepper, a little olive oil, and I'm just going to mix it all together with my hands here. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing with the chicken on this side over here. Make sure all my pieces got split up pretty well. Alright, now that pan is ready. Let's slide that one over. And we'll get the... So now here are the potatoes and chicken. Let me rinse my hands. Alright, same thing. Apply some olive oil. We're going to come in with the salt and pepper. And this time I'm just going to use some organic Italian seasoning on here. And we're just going to put that over the potatoes, put it over the chicken. We'll rub everything around again. I gotta put the top back on here. Alright, now we're gonna massage everything up just like we did with the carrots and the Brussels sprouts on the other tray. Okay, and we'll do the same thing with the chicken. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands up and we'll throw this in the oven. I'm kind of get the potatoes on a single layer here. All right, so we can get the oven open. Now I'm gonna put both of these trays on the top rack. All right, the oven's at 350. So the oven's at 350. I'm gonna leave them in there. I will time it for you so you'll know about how long it took. Halfway through, I'll stop, turn all the vegetables, turn all the chicken, and then keep cooking until everything's done. I'll let you know how long that takes. So we picked up this door today. It was the last one they had that was a solid core right hand in-swing door. And when we looked at it, it had a hole here. It had a hole right here. Well, you can't see it now. We asked about a discount since there was a hole and like a little ding on it. But I don't know if you can see. I took some wood filler and filled it with that. You can see the place here, a little wood filler. And I'll just sand it off and put a little more wood filler in it before I paint it. There's the other little spot there. And it will look brand new. So we got $25 off the door just by asking. So pay attention to things like that and ask when you're out and about, because they couldn't get another one and this was it. So we can make a little repair and have a, bless you, have a door. So here is the entrance to our bathroom, and I told you we'd had tension rods and curtains up. So it's time to take this tension rod and curtain down and replace this with a bathroom door. 25 minutes. And look at how good these look. And that length of time we've installed a bathroom door almost all the way. And our dinner is done. So this was 25 minutes on 350. Those are our potatoes and our chicken with the Italian seasoning. And then this is the carrots, Brussels sprouts, and chicken that have just salt, pepper, and olive oil on those. So I want to encourage you, if you're pressed for time, don't grab the phone for takeout. Don't run through a drive-thru. With a well-stocked pantry, you're gonna have a healthy meal on the table. This total cook time in the oven was 25 minutes. It did not take long at all to chop everything up and season it and throw it in the oven. So here we go, chicken, potatoes, carrots, and Brussels sprouts. And this is our dinner tonight. We'll see you next time right here at Cram Farms.